Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Prime episode, Rebellion. So, this episode pretty much starts off with, obviously, where we left off the last episode, and the Autobots pretty much get ready to battle the Decepticons. And Fowler points out that the military does indeed have the weapons necessary to take down the fortress Darkmount, and pretty much the fusion cannons are the main factor, so they can't really take the fortress down while the fusion cannons are in operation. And Ultra Magnus comes up with an idea to disable the cannons because of course Darkmount has jamming capabilities that will, you know, pretty much jam all communications and ground bridges and such. Elsewhere in the cavern or wherever Smokescreen is, he pretty much expresses his doubt that he's ready to be a Prime, but Optimus just says that the Matrix leadership will make that decision. So pretty much what happens next is all the Miko and Jack. Miko goes to an alleyway, and Jack goes to a gas station, an abandoned gas station. Miko goes to an alleyway, and they pretty much use their cell phones in an attempt to distract the Decepticons, or pretty much trick them into believing so that, you know, they're at the location. And then Jack uses his voice and mimicking the Viacon's voice to pretty much trick the Decepticons into believing that there was an attack in an Energon mine. So pretty much what happens, Starscream sends a bunch of Viacons and a handful of Insecticons to those locations, and one of the Viacons at the mine points out that there was no attack at all. Megatron becomes annoyed with this, and pretty much, there you go. Yeah. But Soundwave pretty much figures it out, obviously. And then Starscream, they point out that the Autobots are at the Harbinger, so Starscream pretty much sends an armada of Viacons, the silver ones, to attack the abandoned ship. Wheeljack and Bulkhead pretty much toss grenades at the fortress and using new weapons, while RC and Bumblebee, they pretty much spread out everywhere, essentially. The weapons, Magnus has a big cannon, Bulkhead has a big, even much bigger cannon. Wheeljack has an electric whip, supposedly to do with his Beast Hunter's toy. I don't know, we'll never know. RC a couple gizmos, and Bumblebee upgraded arm cannons, I believe. I don't know. So pretty much Shockwave releases Predaking to attack, and Ultra Magnus distracts him. Ultra Magnus' ship is pretty much a distraction. So pretty much Ultra Magnus follows Predaking through a ground bridge into the Antarctic, or the Arctic, and pretty much Predaking just freezes it almost immediately. So Shockwave obviously becomes very pissed, so he just pretty much leaves the Nemesis to go and attack. Optimus is pretty much on the verge of death, meanwhile, and he begins to have a vision of Alpha Trion, the Allspark, whatever, though Optimus is kind of worried about the fate of the Matrix and whatnot, but Alpha Trion assures that he will pick a new leader and all that sort of stuff. Bumblebee and RC are pretty much pinned down, so RC tells Magnus that they're pretty much pinned down because the security's tight, obviously. Even much tighter than the first two seasons, obviously. So Magnus pretty much enters the fortress by himself, tries to attack the fusion cannon, attacks the Viacons, and Megatron shows up, and then they have this battle. Shockwave reaches the bottom of the tower and pretty much takes down Bulkhead and Wheeljack. RC and Bumblebee are pretty much captured, and Magnus pretty much gets beaten up by Megatron, and then he pretty much dragged to the throne room or something awesome happens later on. So, so pretty much Alpha Trion invites Prime to join the Allspark, and then Optimus pretty much dies essentially. His chest opens, revealing the Matrix. So what Smokescreen does is that he pretty much drags the forge of Solus Prime onto his hand, and then pretty much a glow of blue energy surrounds the cavern. So back on the Darkmount Fortress, Magnus pretty much says, "I would know if I tell you, but I won't." Essentially, so pretty much Megatron orders his Decepticons to execute the Autobots. Starscream sees there's something incoming. Ratchet detects it as well, and it comes in close range, and it turns out not other to be than Optimus Prime in his upgraded Beast Hunter's form. And let me tell you, I like it. It's awesome. The toy's great. And if you remember my video, I predicted that this may or may not be in the show, and I certainly was, and oh my, it just looks awesome. It really, really does. I was speechless when I first saw it. So, pretty much, Optimus pretty much beats the crap out of Megatron, and sends him flying through his throne, destroying the throne, obviously. They pretty much deal with the other Decepticons. Magnus beats the crap out of Starscream, and then Optimus goes out to destroy the fusion cannons. The Autobots also do their thing. Megatron attempts to go after Prime, so they pretty much fly all over the fortress, shooting each other. And then pretty much Starscream orders the fusion cannons to fire. So Prime pretty much punches Megatron in midair, and then just grabs onto him, spins him around like a top, and throws him into the control room, into the power core of the fusion cannon, pretty much destroying the fusion cannons and taking out the Viacons that are in there as well, which was pretty awesome, let me tell you. And then Agent Fowler and his jets come along, and they pretty much blow up the remains of Darkmount, and pretty much both sides retreat, essentially. So what happens is that, well, Smokescreen obviously is left out of this because he really missed the action, and him saying, what was it? He said, "Oh, I missed everything" or whatever. That was funny. That was just so funny. I know he's a feisty character, very feisty. But yeah, so pretty much both sides retreat. Megatron is enraged, obviously, but Starscream just tells him, "We have to go. There's no way we can repel the Autobots, blah, 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 blah." Shockwave pretty much escapes in time before the rest of Darkmount collapses, and pretty much Darkmount is essentially nothing but a pile of shit, essentially. And there you go. So, well, not really a pile of shit, but pretty much a pile of metal, essentially, so yeah, but pretty much Darkmount's destroyed, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, so at the end, at the military base, Fowler thanks the Autobots and everything, and Ratchet points out that the Forge's power has been pretty much completely drained, but Ratchet also assures him that he makes the right choice, and at the end they pretty much celebrate, and yeah, so that's the end of the episode, really. Overall, pretty awesome episode. Seeing Optimus Prime in his new form was just terrific. I mean, all the action sequences were pretty sick, essentially, and overall, I just couldn't get over this episode. It was fan-freaking-tastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Speechless. It'll just make you like speechless, literally. But anyways, so overall, I would highly strongly recommend you check this episode out. It's great, fantastic, and overall, it's worth watching. So, anyways, that is my video review of the Transformers Prime episode, Transformers Prime Beast Hunters episode, Rebellion. I may have not said Beast Hunters in the intro, but anyways, that's my video review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters episode Rebellion. I will see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible in the next video. And yeah, so take care, see you soon. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.